Hi everyone, it's Mark Morley here, the anxiety expert from Newcastle Hypnotherapy. I hope you're all well. Good afternoon to you all. Today we're going to be answering all of your questions on hypnotherapy and anxiety. So thanks to everybody who sends me in questions. We do love them. We've had a load of them in the last week. So let's talk about anxiety, hypnotherapy, and how it can help, and all of the questions that you've had lately. So, first of all, hypnotherapy is something that we use as part of the Anxiety Freedom Program. It's not everything we use. We use a lot of powerful tools because our whole aim with anxiety is we want to teach you how to reduce it, to stop it, and eliminate it for good. And we'll use any tool really that's needed to do that and use the tools that are best suited to you. But of course, my company's called Newcastle Hypnotherapy, and hi, I'm Melanie. The idea is that we use any good tools that we can. So the idea is we're going to answer your questions because really most of the questions or most of the observations that people get about hypnosis or hypnotherapy is all due to stage hypnosis, the likes of Darren Brown and Paul McKenna, stuff they've seen in clubs or holiday resorts. And that's totally different to what we do with hypnotherapy. So let's go through your questions. So the first question, the very common one is, what is hypnosis? Now, hypnosis is a natural state that we all go in and out of every day. We constantly keep moving in and out of all sorts of different mental states during our day, but some of those are hypnotic or also known as trance. So one of the best ones that we can imagine is brushing our teeth in the morning. Have you ever done that where you've got up in the morning, you've brushed your teeth totally automatically, but then you've been thinking about something else you need to do with your day? Lots of the clients that have trouble with other people or have anxiety usually find that they're brushing their teeth, but they're thinking about maybe an argument they're going to have at work that they've not quite had yet. Okay, that's toothbrush hypnosis. If you want to see how powerful that is, simply brush your teeth tonight with the other hand. And it's ridiculously difficult to do because you've created this whole neural network that you do hypnotically every time that you do it. Other types of hypnosis are road hypnosis, when we're driving somewhere and we get there and then we think, I don't remember getting here. Again, we're doing that very automatically and we do that all the time. And then TV, watching the TV or being tuned into that tablet or phone is another hypnotic process that we just get on and automatically do it. Phones now and tablets are really interesting that people are just scrolling for hours. They seem to get hypnotized into it. That's hypnosis as it naturally comes in and out, but hypnosis for therapy is very, very different. First of all, it's got nothing to do with sleep. Lots of people expect that we're going to go sleep and off you go. We don't do that at all. So sleep's a word used by TV hypnotists, so stage hypnotists, but it's nothing to what we do here. So the idea is you'll sit back nice and comfortably in a chair. We'll give you some breathing exercises. We'll give you some mental visualizations. And I would guide somebody down into sort of a hypnotic trance nicely. But at the same time, they're very much aware of my voice. They're more aware of the sounds around them. Quite often in the clinic, they hear the girls downstairs talking or the traffic outside. And it's just a chance so that I can talk to your subconscious mind and give it the positive suggestions that we've agreed in order to change anxiety. So that's really what hypnosis is. You're totally in control. It's nothing to do with sleep. And it's kind of one of the most amazing experiences you can have. Lots of people like to spend an awful lot of time trying to meditate and get right down there. And hypnosis allows us to do that much, much quicker. So it's a beautiful thing. And as part of it, we create a hypnotic audio track for you as well. So you can relive this and reuse it during your week. Why is hypnosis so powerful when it comes to anxiety? Now, again, we use an awful lot of tools and techniques to help you to eliminate, slow down, stop, reduce, get rid of anxiety altogether. And we do that both on an unconscious level and a conscious level. We need to do it on both. A lot of the clients we've seen have been through CBT, counseling, talking therapies to find it's only helped a little bit. It's not stopped it. And that's because they don't deal with the anxiety in the unconscious mind. Anxiety always is a pattern, sort of way, way back, that we do it without knowing that we're doing it. That can give us the tight chest, the jaw clenching. It gives us those intrusive or worrying thoughts and all these things that are going on. And hypnosis is very powerful because we deal with both sides of the mind. It also helps because really it helps to relax you very, very quickly. and it works very nicely. However, you've got to understand we do use a lot more tools than just hypnotherapy for anxiety, and we reinforce those tools. You know, you'll sit and you'll do those consciously to begin with, but also we worked with the unconscious mind to start bringing those in as soon as it detects that anxiety. So it works on quite a few different levels. Next question. Will I go to sleep? As I mentioned before, no. Sleep is a totally different process to hypnosis. You won't go to sleep at all. You won't bark like a dog. You won't make noises like a chicken. You will just sit and you will relax and let me do the work. There's no sleep involved. Can everyone be hypnotized? Now, that's a really interesting question, and the answer will be different depending on which therapist or hypnotist you talk to. I've had lots of people when I've gone and done big workshops said I can't be hypnotized, and they've gone out very quickly and not really realized they've been hypnotized. However, some people are resistant to hypnosis. They just don't like the fact that somebody maybe is taking a little bit of control over their mind, which really isn't the case anyway. And they've been very resistant and put the barriers up. These people can be hypnotized. However, you've got to understand we don't have to use hypnosis to sort anxiety out, but it speeds up the process. But if you can sit and focus on a movie, if you can sit and spend an hour on your phone and don't know where the time's gone, then yes, you can be hypnotized. Um, the hypnosis part of our anxiety freedom program, this is really, really important. Again, we use so many tools. We're using a really big sledgehammer to crack that walnut that is anxiety. And there's lots of different levels to it. Every single client I see is very different. We have to work in different ways. The bonus with it is it allows us to make changes in the mind quickly. The mind learns much, much better when it learns fast. And I'm talking about sometimes this is instantaneous. Sometimes it might take a couple of weeks. However, when I see clients and they say to me, hey, I've just had my first anxiety-free day after the first session. Wow, that's amazing. It doesn't happen to everybody, but it is amazing. But if somebody's had anxiety for 10, 20 years and it takes us 4 to 6 weeks to sort it out, to me, that's a fast part of it. So hypnosis is very important while we deal with anxiety. And I think it's also part of why a lot of other therapies out there don't work as well or don't get the results because they're not looking after that unconscious mind. The personalized hypnotic track. A lot of people have said to me, what exactly is that? Why does it work? Can you not just send me one of those? So first of all, there's lots of people out there that will sell you a track for anxiety to help you to relax and to get rid of it. There's some big names such as Paul McKenna. There's Darren Brown. There's lots of other big hypnosis people out there that produce these things and sell them in mass. You know, I can make you do this. I can make you do that. The difference is that when I use hypnosis, it's personalized to each individual person. A track that would work for me probably won't work for my partner, won't work for my mother, won't work for my dad. Okay, so the point is I spend some time working with somebody, finding what their triggers are, finding what relaxes them. We go through some really good past experiences and we create a personalized hypnotic track, usually during our first session when you start the Anxiety Freedom Program. And we like to work on this track. And then afterwards, we email this track out. We add some lovely relaxing music to it. And we ask people just to sit there with headphones for 10, 15 minutes every day, just to listen to the track and to practice some of the exercises. And again, this isn't necessary, but it speeds up the rate of recovery, if that's the word we want to use, from anxiety. If we do that every day for at least a week or two, it really installs this into the mind, both consciously and unconsciously, and it works nicely. But however, that track will work for that person themselves, but won't necessarily work with other people. Somebody told me a lovely story the other day that they were listening to a track that the mother had given them, and they didn't really know why. They were starting to really enjoy flowers and smells and aromas and all sorts of other things a lot more. And I said, you might just want to listen to that track consciously, because if it's telling you you're a strong, confident woman, you might be changing part of your personality. So this is something we've got to be careful of. It's not dangerous. However, you need to use a track that's personalized to you. The difference between hypnosis and self-hypnosis. Well, there's a big statement that all hypnosis is self-hypnosis. When I take somebody into trance, I guide them. I give them some visual imagery. I give them sounds. I give them feelings. So we work on every level. However, I'm guiding you to do that. Okay, so you kind of do that yourself. Hypnosis is where somebody else will guide you to do it, where self hypnosis is kind of where you've evolved a little bit further down the line and you can take yourself into trance. So, again, as part of the Anxiety Freedom Program, when you begin to work with us, we usually do quite a big section on self hypnosis because this puts you in control to use hypnosis skills to make the changes that you want. It's lovely because you can actually sit there and say to yourself, I'm going to go into trance for 15 minutes, and the mind will bring you back. You can then sit and decide the changes that you want to make. But the key to it is knowing the right hypnotic induction for you. It's a simple process, but we need to be relaxed to be able to do it. You need some guidance. You need to know what you're doing. But at that point, you can just sit for 15 minutes a day, realize what sort of changes you want to make, go into self hypnosis with that induction, and that's very, very powerful. And again, once you've practiced it, just like all the skills that we teach you on the Anxiety Freedom Program, is that the more you do them, the more you practice them, just like riding a bike, it becomes easier and easier over time. I can now go into trance in about 10 seconds. I can go into trance while I'm walking around a field. I can really go into these really good mental states very, very quickly. And the benefit about this is that you can then control your emotions, your feelings, and what you're thinking about. So it could be that something comes along and drives you mad. Somebody has a right go at you, and you very quickly just decide you want to be over here, and this is how you want to feel. Again, the big key is we can choose how we want to feel. We can choose our emotions, but it is about this emotional intelligence is one of the new words that's coming in for it. And once you learn to do that, that's very, very good, very, very powerful. And I love being able to have those choices. You know, when I used to have severe anxiety at that point where they were going to class me as disabled, once I started to learn to be able to control things and calm down and use all the tools, that made such a difference in my life. And then being able to switch it on and increase the confidence and get rid of the nerves and go and work as a DJ back then or public speak made such a difference. So these are powerful, powerful tools. So we're using lots and lots of tools here that help the individual, and hypnosis, hypnotherapy is a part of it. It's not all of it, it's a big part of it, but it's very, very powerful. Now, this is up to you. You can go out and you can learn these tools very easily by going onto YouTube and looking at some of our videos. We've got lots and lots of videos on there that you can watch and you can learn them slowly. For me, it took me 2 years of reading everything I could and studying everything I could to find the tools that would work for me and to sort that problem out. The reason why we do what we do today is that we can take people usually in sort of 3 to 6 weeks and sort their anxiety out for good. It's different for everybody. Some people do it faster, some people take longer, but this is the whole key, is that you have to be open to learning these skills, and we coach you along to do it. So by all means, subscribe to this channel. There's lots of free videos and there's lots of things going on. We have a free video called My 5 Big Secrets for Anxiety. That really is worth watching. But if you're the type of person who wants to take control of the anxiety now, wants to get it sorted, really wants to get on with it, and you're curious about what's available to you, then that's when you need to sort of set up a free strategy call with me. There's a link below this video. Just click the link, fill out the little survey to help us. We can spend 30 minutes on the phone, totally free of charge, just to look at what's going on, to see if we can help. And then if we can help, we can give you some sort of roadmap of the sort of things that we'll do. And typically this will include giving you the tools and the skills to reduce, then stop, then eliminate the anxiety. We help you with things such as positive mental training. We look at the triggers that can be causing your anxiety, and that can be your environment, your food, your digestive system. It can be lots of different things. Then also we look at some real positive mental exercises to help to get your mind into the right place and looking for the right input in life. And then finally, we back this all up with teaching you some really powerful self-hypnosis. And this just helps you to go on and do all sorts of things to eliminate your anxiety. However, one of the big questions I then get asked, especially with session 4, is will I then be able to hypnotize somebody else? And the answer is yes. You've got to get their consent. You can sit down with them, you can play with them, take them down into trance, bring them out of trance, watch all the things that's going on. This is a great way of installing self-hypnosis into your mind. However, it's also loads of fun. Imagine you can take somebody from an anxious state into deep meditation quickly and bring them back out and feel much better and teach them the skills to do it, then yes, you can do that. And this is what we like to teach and what we love to do. So I hope that's been of help to you today. Enjoy the rest of your day. If you have any more questions, by all means, get in touch. Leave a comment below. Send me a message. I'll answer these in the coming lives over the next couple of weeks. And again, if you'd like that free strategy call, just to see if we can help and put a roadmap together for you, click the link and do that. Enjoy the rest of your day and take care. See you all soon.